Well, hello, 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 my friends. How are y'all doing today? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope everybody's having a super great last day of the year. Hello, hello, my friends. Let's see, we got Brown Eyed Girl up in here. Hello, sweet girl, Miss Kathy. Hello there. Hi, TJ. And let's see. I'm too honest for this. Hello, my friend. I hope you are well. I'm too honest. I sent you a message on Messenger. I hope you got that. I love you, sweet friend. Hello, Miss Peggy. How are you? Long cold woman, how you doing? Oh goodness. Thank you for being here. You have a safe trip wherever you're going. Hey, Mimia Six, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Let's see here. Hello, Victoria. How are you? Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Hey, Birdie's Crime Chat. How are you? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Okay, is it just me or did this year go way fast? It just seems like not that long ago we were doing saying goodbye to 2023. And here we go again. My goodness. But here we are once again, ringing in a new year and new chances and new adventures await us, guys. Way fast, yeah. Hi, Mary. Oh, well, happy new year to you. Thank you, sweet friend. Mary's from the future. Are you from the future, Mary? You're from the future, right? You already had your new year, I think. So, guys, y'all are going to think I'm totally insane and crazy, but are y'all ready for this one? I think I have COVID now. Every time I've had COVID, I've had it 3 or 4 times. My eyes do this weird thing and they swell up and puff up, and I get real bad body aches, but it's not like muscle aches. It's like my whole skin hurts. And yep, I woke up that way today. I can't believe it. It's like I can't catch a break. So, anyways, yes, it's 2:36 p.m. in the UK. Yay. Well, we love our friends from the future. Thank you for being with us, Mary. Hey, Janice, how are you doing, sweet friend? I hope you're well. But yeah, I think I might have COVID. You woke up that way too, Miss Peggy? Oh my goodness. Oh, I tell you, it was like I was just feeling good. And other than a real bad headache and my body, my skin feels like if you touch it, it's going to just burn off or something, just real sensitive. Other than that, I feel okay. Polly. Polly been celebrating a little much. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hi, Lita. How are you? My goodness. Here we go. Another year. But you know what? I was sitting here thinking today, 2024 has been, for me personally, a very trying and hard year for me. Hey, Paula. Thanks for coming in. But I've had a lot of trials that I've had to battle through and a lot that I've had to push through. And, I've just been having a hard time over the last 4 years since I'm losing my son. Hey, Chief. Happy New Year. And Christmas was the first time since losing him that was actually an enjoyable day for me since losing him for over the last 4 years. It's just been hard. But when I had Christmas, yes, Miss Peggy, that's how my head feels too. But I had Christmas with my grandbabies, my daughter, my son, and some other family was there as well. And it was so enjoyable, so relaxing. And I just was like, you know what? There are trials and tribulations that each and every one of us go through in life. That's just part of life, I think. And whatever our trial may be, however we handle it, however we try to move forward, it's up to each of us. It's up to each and every one of us to make that moment, that hard time, that low time, that darkest day the best that we can make it possible. Because if we don't make an effort to make things better or try to find some light at the end of the tunnel, we're just kind of stuck. And guys, I'll tell you, I lost all hope, you know, there for a while. I lost my son. 2 weeks later, I get a divorce. A month and a half later, COVID hit and we're in quarantine and I lost my job. Talk about heavy hits. And it took me 4 years. Yeah, it did. Yeah. There you go. I'm too honest. Yep. But it's taken me a long time to get to the point to where there is a reason for whatever it is we go through. There is a reason why we are in the exact place where we are right now at this very moment. Oh, thank you, Mary. Yes, it has been hard. And the one thing I've learned over the years of losing, my son and everything is that no one's guaranteed tomorrow. You're not guaranteed that next minute. My son left and he was taking his, fiance and her 2 kids to her house, to her mother's house. He was gonna be back. He was coming back. He's never made it back. So, you don't know. And I am so thankful that that last time that I got to see my son, he was happy. He was excited for his future. He had hope for the first time I've seen on his face in a long time. And I didn't sit there and lecture him and remind him about all the things that, we gotta do better and do this and do that and da 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 da. Nope. I soaked it all up and I'm so thankful I did. I'm too honest. Said I lost my mom December 18th of 2017. Still don't like December much. The 15th, her birthday, my parents' anniversary, the 23rd. I'm too honest. I get it because my sister's birthday was December 25th, Christmas Day. And we lost my mom on Christmas Day. And she had, some special issues, and it was hard for her to understand why that day. All I could ever tell her was if mama would have had a choice at all, she would have not chose that day. Okay, long cool woman. We're not trying to make you cry. We love you. Oh, I'm too honest. It's if you sit and you look at somebody, just say you're at the grocery store and they look like their life is all put together and everything is hunky dory roses over there and nothing but butterflies and bubble gums. Oh, guess again, I bet. Because everybody has it. Everybody has trials. Everybody has tribulations. And it is so hard sometimes when we try to start a new year because there's so much that weighed us down the year before. But I want to encourage everybody today as y'all go this evening and do your celebrations, or those who've already done celebrations, or whatever the case may be, that as you say hello to 2025, you let what has already happened be. Just let it be. Life sucks sometimes. It really does. That's all there is to it. But sometimes it gets overwhelming and we can't help but let the tears flow or the depression set in. And during the holidays, it's hard because of all the loss that we've got in our family. Oh, your parents' anniversary is Christmas Eve. How sweet. Oh, Paula. Paula's only got an hour and 60 minutes. How exciting. Paula's from the future, guys. Yeah, you can't fake that kind of pain, can you, my friend? No. I tell you what, brown eyes, I'm hoping I don't, but I sure feel like it today. I was so excited. Me and the girls were going to get up and do some stuff outside today and have a good day. And yeah, it didn't work out so well. But that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, goodness. It's not easy, is it, Lori? That February month is hard for us mamas, for sure. Oh, goodness. Miss Kathy's got her youngest passed on the 5th. There is a lot of people that you wouldn't even begin to guess that have gone through a lot of heartache in one way or another. Oh, I'm too honest. I'm so sorry. You know, we're here for each other. I want everybody to know that. My email is always available if you ever just need to reach out. I may not be in the best place at that very moment, but I will, I promise, stop what I'm doing and pray for you because that's the best thing I could do. But when we stop and we think on, Teresa, your mom passed last Christmas. I tell you, that becomes a hard year. If my kids weren't little babies, they were, 3 and 4 when my mom passed. If they would have been older, I'd have probably never celebrated Christmas again. It was really hard. But because I had babies and they were little and they needed that day to be happy, we celebrated my mom going to live with Jesus. So, mm, it's just we sit here every day listening to our YouTube friends and talk about these cases, and now we're having to listen to ridiculousness. Hey, Rhonda. You're good, Miss Rhonda. Thank you for coming in. We love you and Happy New Year. But we go through all these different channels, listening, chatting with our friends, having a good time and everything. And I wanna ask that each of y'all just when it gets midnight wherever you are, or if it already has, just take a moment and just send up some good vibes, a prayer, whatever you wanna do for those that are missing, that are not home with their families. Because should little Sebastian and little Summer be alive, they've captured our hearts pretty hard. We're all pretty deep into this. And if they are still with us somewhere out there, I just would like for them to feel some comfort knowing that we're here. I would like for them to feel, hmm, I don't know, Miss Janice. That's weird. What's an amber warning, Paula? What's an amber warning? Never heard of an amber warning. Y'all, StreamYard's been doing some weird stuff. YouTube's been doing some weird stuff. I don't know if even our technology's getting tired. Who knows? An amber alert? Is that what it is, Paula? For high winds and rain. Oh, okay. And y'all call it an amber warning? That's cool. Brown eye girl. Everybody's ignoring you. For serious weather. Wow. Okay. Huh. Never heard of that. Well, you be safe, Polly. You be safe. We it's annoying, yeah. It's crazy. Even technology's tired, guys. It's not just us. But yeah, I just hope that wherever those 2 little precious little kids are at, that they just feel some love a little extra. So, yeah, I tell you, Polly Pepper, if Sebastian is found and brought home and he is safe, that young man is gonna be so overwhelmed with friends and love that he's not gonna even know what to do. So, I am just I pray for that day. And little Summer, I hope that she can be found so she can know that everything, whatever it is she's been through or whatever happened or any of it was not done just maliciously. It was done, but there was good because of her that came out of it. I want her to know those things. Because her brothers seem to have a very good life right now. And it's all I think because of her. Of course, the parents. Oh, I agree with you, Annabella. A lot of creators need to apologize for putting rumors, misinformation out about a lot of missing cases. It's disgusting what's been put out about these cases. It is. It is. It is. The whole thing is insane. It's out of control. But as we move forward to a new year, when it comes to these kids' cases, I just hope that we can not look back. Let's not dwell on what's been done and said and all the crap. Let's just move forward and be positive and always keep our focus on Sebastian. Always keep it on Summer because it's those two kids basically that has us that's brought all of us together here. Yep, we have to stay in the now. That's it, Mary. We have to stay in the now. We have to stay focused. We have to remain vigilant. We have to keep pushing forward. And guys, I am preaching to myself probably more than I'm preaching to y'all on that one. Annabella knows she's talked to me when I have been at my lowest, just ready to give up. Oh, goodness, Bryna, girl. You be safe. I tell you, it's always something, it seems like. Long, cool woman. She can cry now. She good. Well, I don't know who all's going to be live tonight, so that's why I came on here earlier in the day just to spend a little time with you guys, encourage y'all. Whatever has happened for a reason in our life. We may not understand it. One day it may make sense. One day it may not make sense. But whatever it is, wherever we're at, whatever we're doing, we're there. Oh, now is all we have. That's it, Mary. Now is all we have. We can't expect for 30 minutes down the road. You can't expect it to happen because we never know. We might not have 5 minutes left. We might have lots of years left, but you can't expect things. And there's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about because we're coming into a new year. It's going to be lots of fireworks, celebrations. I'll be sitting here by myself in my bed, all cuddled up with my pup, and I'll be just fine. I'm going to be okay. And that's mostly because we have friends. Hang on just a second, guys. Hang on. Okay, sorry. My son was banging. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Anyways, you know, we have friends. We've made friends. We've got each other out here. And in the YouTube world, it can be so frustrating and aggravating and confusing. And I have found myself lately trying to figure out who the heck am I supposed to believe? What are we supposed to believe? What is real and what's not real? But, friends, when you get to know a person, when you take the time to know who they are, you know. You know who your friends are. You know who your family has become, your little circle. Hey, Wanda, Happy New Year. And that's where we're at. We're all in here together because these kids have pulled us in. We've united as a group. And YouTube has become a family for a lot of us. And it's okay. It's what we have. It's what we have in life. And that's all good. And that's something that's exciting to look forward to in the future because not only do you have your family, blood family, but you have a whole different family here on YouTube. Oh, Chief. Chief said I wasn't going to do it, but after what I've seen and heard in the true crime community, I'm changing my fishing channel to promote real crime channels and make fake channels look bad. Well, Chief, you go. You do your thing. Just let us know. We'll drop your link and we will all sub up to you. It is so crazy how we have everything happening out there right now. I've been just kind of hanging out, laying around, being lazy today, not feeling the greatest. Um, but yet I'm listening and getting little alerts here and there on Sebastian's case and things that are happening and being said. And hey, Poppy Love, thanks for joining us. But it's insane crazy. Insane crazy. Heidi, how are you? Hope you are good. And it's aggravating sometimes because people were grown-ups. We are grown-ups. And yet you have a side over there that's wanting to say, no, that is not flashlights at all. No flashlights, none, zero, zilch. Those are trash truck lights. Okay. They push the trash truck videos. We debunk it. It's okay. We keep going. We talk about the flashlights. Well, then they put out their own video. Hello, Charles Myers. How you doing? And their video cuts out half the whole area where the flashlight video was. Then, ta-da! We debunked the flashlight video. It didn't happen. That's not what you saw. Well, freaking hello. I'm old enough to know what I'm seeing and what I'm not seeing, and I'm not seeing what you were putting out there because that's not the video we saw. And I just heard last night. Now, the neighbor in the Proudfoots area is being blamed for doing something with Sebastian, her and her children. Now, this is the woman that spoke out, told us about things in the area, how the trash truck runs, all the things. And Bobby put herself out there. She tells us about when her kids were young in the summertime and then they would play the flashlight game, flashlight tag. They would do the ding dong ditch, that kind of thing. Well, now, because she mentioned those things, her and her grown children have something to do with Sebastian being missing. I'm sorry, but all that does is makes it so desperate on their part to make me feel like I am stupid and I can't understand for myself what is going on. And it's almost to a point where it's ridiculous and it pisses me off because we all have free will. We all have ears and eyes and all the things, and we have a brain, and we can decide what we feel it is. But to go from there was no flashlight video to now it was flashlights because they were playing games with Sebastian and did something to him. Oh, go Chief. Go Chief. I'm behind you. You know, it insults my intelligence when they do things like that. Yes, Mary. Mary says, I think a single mom with children are the ones who left for the hotel. Yes. From the neighborhood after being frightened by 5 people banging on her door. She was so scared she packed her kids up and went to a hotel. The harassment is crazy. But then again, guys, that's what we hear. You know, so is it all real? Is it not real? But for somebody to come out and say, "You didn't see that. That's not what you saw," pisses me off because that insults my intelligence. I know what I saw. I know the area I saw it in. You going there and making another video excluding the area that I was looking at in that video is not gonna change my mind. I do too, Mimi. I believe the flashlights had something to do with Sebastian going missing, whether it was him being passed off to get out of there or whether it was evidence being passed off to get out of there. I think something happened and it was being shuffled and moved around. Something was being taken away from that area, is my opinion. Exactly, Polly Pepper. No one should be frightened in their own neighborhood. Yeah, Teresa, YouTube accounts at this time, oh my gosh, the trolling is unreal. And there's no sense in it. No sense in it whatsoever. But it's happening, and that's where we're at. So I'm really hoping that once we can get tonight over and done, everybody celebrate, everybody start a fresh brand new year tomorrow. Just take the day to relax, hang out, chill, veg out. And January 2nd, let's hit the pavement. Let's go. Let's get going. Yeah, I'm too honest. Yeah, the whole neighborhood should be standing up to these people. Exactly. Oh, long cool woman. I have been terrified of that. One of those fanatic religious places. Yeah, yeah. I worry about that so much. The only thing that I would have to say, it takes money to have him there. And I don't know that anybody has that much money for a whole year to keep him there. I don't know. I don't know. But it is a possibility. And that's the saddest part of all because, oh my goodness, poor baby. People think they can basically beat out of people what's wrong with them. And those are the people that should be beat. The stupid needs to be beat out of them. Yeah, exactly. I'm too honest. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Guys, we just had a traffic stop not far from where I'm at, and there was a pipe bomb. Wow. I just got that alert. Yeah, Lonka woman. You know, I worry, and I have worried since the very beginning that Sebastian is no longer with us. And I go back and forth on it because I guess I'm fighting myself in my thought process because I don't want it to be real. I want Seth to have that super great happy ending and to get to hold his son and just hug him and never let him go. I'm hoping that we get to see Sebastian in real life, on a live maybe with Seth one day. And see that big old smile of his. That's what I want to see in real time. I want to see it. I want to hear him. I want to hear him laugh. That would be amazing. But like everybody else, I kind of go back and forth on it. Long cool woman, I will be 100% upfront honest with all of y'all right now on that. It, you hate to think of a mother hurting their child, but it does happen. You're right. And when I heard Nina talk and tell her story, hey, Nani, Happy New Year's. No, you're always welcome. Thank you for being here. But when Nina's telling her story to us, guys, and she's taking her daughter to the airport to go and be with them for the holiday. This time last year, she's doing that. And yet, Katie, a mother herself, is standing in the airport on a Facebook Live recording all of it because she knew that Nina would panic. She knew the fear that they were instilling within that mother when they handed her papers and telling her she was served right after she handed her daughter to them. I couldn't imagine the panic in Nina. Hey, Marianne. Thanks for being here. Yay. Glad you made it. I couldn't imagine that. Oh my gosh. Panic. Panic, panic, panic. But the worst part of that is when I realized Sebastian's mother was the one videoing and laughing and causing that woman the most horrific pain a mother could endure. And at that point is when I realized, as much as I don't want to, I have to accept the fact that if she can do that to another mother, then she's pretty low down, dirty. Why? I don't care if you don't like her. I don't care if you're mad at her. I don't care if y'all don't get along. I don't care about none of that. None of that matters. What matters is that little girl and Katie was enjoying the fear she was instilling upon that baby girl's mom. Yes, Teresa, I agree with you. It was disgusting and cruel. So once they got there to that level, and Nina's telling us, that's when I knew how deep and dark this whole process was. That's when I realized the kind of life that Sebastian possibly could have been living and how horrible his home life could have possibly been. Yeah, Poppy Love, it broke mine too, man. It's just not right. Julie, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Sorry, I had to take a drink. My throat is just dry. Very dry today. But yeah, that's what changed me. Hey, Wanda. Yeah, I think so too, Wanda. Yeah, I'm too honest. She's deprived of CPS. I agree with you. Yeah. And those marks on his arm. How in the world did law enforcement let that go? Hey, Granny to 13. How you doing? KK would do anything for the feet. Yeah. Yep. And guys, you know, I I look at Katie and I try to understand her. And the more I tried to understand her, the more I realized she had a bad home life. We know that. We know about her mother and her sister. It was not a good situation there. Of course, the other side wants to turn Seth stepping in and kind of taking over, They want to turn it into something really horribly dirty and disgusting. Hey, Aunt B, how are you doing, beautiful? I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, I hope you're well. But when you have and let's call Katie a child because at the time she was a child. When you have a child in a situation that Katie was growing up in, and you have someone come along that's older, an older man, he wasn't horribly older. We're not like talking way up in there, but he was a little older. And they had a connection and they fell in love or whatever you want to call it. Hey, Guidance, how you doing, beautiful? Happy New Year. Yeah, it is disgusting, isn't it? I'm too honest. But for Seth to come in and take her out of that situation, I just, me personally, don't see Seth grooming her to be some sex slave for him. I feel like he actually had serious feelings for her. And I believe the best that she could, the best that she knew how, I believe she had feelings for Seth. But that's none of our business. What happened way back then is none of our business. The only thing I would ever say is you have a woman who has a child with her husband and their relationship goes wrong. Is it going to affect today with that child missing? Or is it not going to affect it? So here we are talking about Sebastian, talking about Katie, talking about Seth, talking about Chris. But whatever happened with Katie and Chris way back when they first met is none of our business because I honestly do not believe any of that has anything to do with the reason Sebastian's missing today. I do not believe it has anything to do with how are we going to find him. Therefore, it's none of our business, folks. Miss Janice, thank you, Miss Janice. Guys, Miss Janice just gifted 5 memberships. If you got a membership, please tell her thank you. She is so sweet and precious. And hello, K Mac and Courtney. How are you? Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Miss Janice. Appreciate you. We're going to start out this new year over here on this channel talking about what we can do to be a positive influence in the true crime community, guys. We're going to do our best to talk about, hello, my friend Blue Eyes Jewel. How are you? Happy New Year to you. We're going to do our best to talk about these kids and do what we can to bring them some justice, to bring them home. More than anything, if these kids are no longer with us, if they're with us, it doesn't matter. They need to be brought home. They deserve to have that place. And if the other side wants to continue to talk crap and throw this out and that out and whatever out, let them. Let them have fun over there and eat each other alive because that's all they're doing. They're not true crime. They're not true crime. They came over here into the YouTube true crime community, attached themselves to the mother and stepfather, and are playing the game that the mother and stepfather want played. That's my opinion. And guys, I'm not fighting it. Hello, Cheryl. How you doing? I did have a good Christmas. Thank you. I hope you had a great Christmas and a happy New Year. Tam, how you doing? Is Tam here? I didn't see you sneak in. Oh, I'm too honest. KK and Edgar are going to destroy each other. I think so. I think they're gonna be like little cannibals over there eating each other alive. Yeah. Wanda, you're right. You're right. There was plenty of time. Yes, Miss Rhonda put it very well. It's a shame kids have to pay the price for messy adults. Messy adults. That's it. And, you know, we can sit here and debate it. We can sit here and keep putting out stuff, and we're going to keep going over stuff. I was watching Justin yesterday, guys, and one of his subscribers said, "Hey, the fire station is less than a half a mile from their home. She had to pass by the fire station to get to the school, but yet they had to do a three-way call 30 minutes later after he's missing to the county to report him missing. All she had to do was stop by and say, "Hey, my son's missing." They would have put out the alert to everybody. But that wasn't part of the plan, I don't believe. K-Mac, I never even thought about that. I never realized that. So here we are 11 months in, and boom, that's huge. Something a lot of us missed. You know, we listen and we hear and we get focused in on something, and it kind of becomes the angle. This is what we're doing over here, you know, this is here, over here is what we're thinking about and talking about. Okay, is it a trash truck or is it flashlights? You know, we stayed on that angle for forever, but you know, at the end of the day, like my live yesterday said, Sebastian was lost within that first 33 minutes. His mother woke up at 6 o'clock, her words. Within 3 minutes, she was through trying to wake him up, look for him, get in the car, and was driving out of her driveway. 30 minutes later at 6:33, the dispatch call comes in. She spent more time on the phone with her husband than she did looking for her child. And to me, we don't need to go any further. Oh, love you, Auntie Sherry. I hope you have a super happy new year. But Sebastian got lost in that moment in time. All the rest of it, that's just crap being piled on top of crap that's being put out. Because to me, when I sat there, it was like a book hit me right between the eyes. Boom, here you go. This says it all. This was not about a child that ran away. This is about something else. This is about a young boy who was not liked by his stepfather. His mother was getting just as frustrated as the stepfather with him, I believe, in my opinion. And I say that now after watching the Texas Roadhouse video. You can see she would rather sit on her phone. And I'll tell you, if I find out she knew that was the last time she would sit down with her child and have a meal, and she sat there on her phone more than she sat there and conversated with her child, that speaks volumes. And they can say all they want to, she was looking for a waitress. She might have been, but I tell you what, if I was a waitress, I sure as hell wouldn't go to her with that look she had on her face. She was mean mugging everybody. She was looking. Yeah, you know, there's the CPS cases. The other side has tried to turn them around onto Seth. And guys, I'm here to tell you, if it was Seth's CPS cases that had been filed against him, Why in the heck would he need a lawyer to get a copy of them? He would know all about them. But here we are, still talking about it. Still talking about it. And if you stop and you think, her look was horrible, wasn't it, Mariette? It was like, oh, it was like super bitch mode there. And I'm not trying to be mean to her. Really, I'm not. But she did look pissy. She looked very pissy. Detroit Rock City, how are you? Happy New Year. Thank you for coming in. Tonight's going to be one of those nights, I think, where everybody's going to be bouncing from chat to chat and little here, little there. And I just love it. She knew, yeah, she knew he wasn't at school. There's no way. Why would he be at school? You know, we're talking 2 hours before school starts. And he's going to go to school without his backpack, with no shoes, no coat. It's cold outside. None of it is any common sense. None of it makes any common sense at all. Blue Eyes Jewel and I have been talking a lot about it. And it's like we both keep saying the same thing. Going over everything we know. It's like so obvious. It should be hitting us right in the face. Boom. There it is. But we can't figure it out. There's something we're missing. And whatever that something is, the other side probably knows all about. Yeah, I'm too honest. Yeah. I heard somebody last night say that um, Katie was going to be like one of the gang leaders in the pen, and Chris was going to be one of the little girls. There are so many questions to this. It's crazy. Oh, Aunt B, that's what I said. My God, what I would give for one meal. Just a hug. Just to have him in front of me. Just to have that one more little bit of time with our sons that we can't have no longer makes me want to shake Katie and say, be a mother. Be a mother. Because a mother who loves her child unconditionally, a mother who would stand between her child and anything that comes against them, would love them enough to stay home when people are throwing out threats. We would sit there and watch every move they make, memorize and touch and feel them and hold their hand and hug them tight and never want to let go. We would want every second of that. And to think that Katie could be that mother that just lets it all go. Maybe she does regret what happened. Maybe she does have a heart in there. I do feel bad for the people that are involved because this child's been affected for the rest of his life. And they are the ones that are going to have to live with whatever was done. He was not in any way a boy who could not look out for himself. He was not a helpless little boy. He was a young man that we finally got to see. Handsome young man, polite young man. And we got to see that. And I am so grateful that they finally put those videos out there. And it's not as if Sebastian wasn't real, but for me, it was more I got to see who he really was. Because we've heard from his father. Him and his father had a great relationship. They just chill, hang out, buddies. He typical kid, get pissed off when his dad told him to do something he didn't want to do it, kind of thing. But then we hear from his mother and his stepfather about how goofy he wants to be when he's dancing and how horrible he was eating and how, this and that. And that was a very well-mannered young man that I saw. I saw a whole different kid. And I am so thankful for it. Because I feel like now we saw Sebastian for who he is and not had to listen to his stepfather describe things. So yeah, a young man. Yeah, Nani, exactly. You know, I taught my kids, my boys, that my grandmother used to go with us when we go to any of my kids' sports, any of the school things, any family things we did, we would pick my grandmother up and take her with us. She was itty bitty. My kids used to measure themselves up against Granny because she was so small and so petite and little. But my boys treated her as if she was a queen. My boys would open her car doors. My boys would walk her to her house, open her door, wait for her to get in, turn on her lights, shut her door, and lock it before they ever left her porch. My boys would do that for any stranger that they ever met. They would open doors. They would wait for them to go in first. I've seen my son carry a woman's groceries because she was trying to carry them out and she was just having a hard time. It's a thing called manners. And I saw that with Sebastian. He had manners, guys. He was a young man who let his mother sit first. He waited for the waiter, whichever it was. I can't remember if it was boy or girl, but he waited for them to get situated. And then he sat down. He had his napkin in his lap. He was trying his best to eat, but not make a mess. Well mannered. And they want to talk about how he would get so off the chart crazy with stimulation and this, that, and other. Did you see all those people walking by their table? And that child never flinched. He was calm. I could see him being irritated at his mother. Over what? I don't know. But I'll tell you this. That young man at Texas Roadhouse is who I am here for. His mother sitting across from him who was too busy playing on her phone, texting whoever, taking pictures for whatever, surely not to give us a look at what her child actually looked like in real day, every day, updated picture, because she didn't share that picture. Now, whether law enforcement had it and didn't put it out, I don't know, but it sure would have helped all of us to see the last picture taken of him. And here goes a brand new year, hours away, and Sebastian's still not here. Puts us a little closer to that 1 year mark. And friends, we're all grown ups here. We can all understand that when you get further and further out, the longer it takes, the less the hope. It really makes you wonder and it makes you sad, and it's not something that makes it easy to continue to push through. But I can say this. Yeah. Okay, Mac. I know my kids hated pictures. My kids hated it. But we took pictures all the time. And I'm glad because I got pictures of my son now. I don't get to take any more of him, but I have lots of him. But as we start a new year pretty soon, as we start going into a whole new, brand new year, brand spanking new start. I hope that we can all refocus a little bit. I hope that we can all just restart our mindset, get us in a different frame of mind, think positive. This is our goal. This is where we're at. This is what we want. And this young man is our goal. So I am going to probably get off of here in just a minute. I'm too honest. I'm back and forth. I am back and forth whether they're with us or not. And I can't sit and dwell on it. Because if we sit and we get focused in on, are they here? Are they not here? Lori, happy new year, my friend. Have a super great night. Y'all enjoy. Love your family. And we will see you next year. Hey, RD. Yes, everybody. Have a great and safe night out there. Whether you're doing fireworks, whether you're having some drinks, whether you're doing whatever it may be. Just remember to be safe. Remember that if you are indulging a little too much on the happy juice out there, don't drive. Just let somebody come pick you up or take you home. Oh, Mary, I'm glad you are. I love you too, Mary. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for that. Happy juice, yeah. But everybody be safe. Take a deep breath at midnight when that clock strikes midnight. And remember, we don't have to look back at all that we've lost. We don't have to look back and remember all the bad. But come 12:01 a.m., January 1st, 2025, we get to go forward. Each and every one of us. And we get to choose our path. So choose wisely, my friends. Enjoy your family. Love your family and friends. I will be out and about on the YouTube streets tonight, seeing who's live, who's not. I'm probably fixing to take a nap though, because I'm really tired. Oh, Chief, you are so right. If you can, imagine how far this case would be if Ellie and sheriffs turned it over to the state police. 10 months. Yep. Lots of mistakes have been made. Lots of mistakes. Lots of loyalty to people that probably shouldn't be. But you know what? Our loyalty is with Sebastian. Our loyalty is with Little Summer. And guys, nobody's going to stand in our way. They will get justice. Oh my goodness, TJ. Crazy, crazy. Okay, guys. I am going to say goodnight to you. And I hope you know how much I love you all. I hope you know how much y'all mean to me. And I am going to start my year of 2025 thankful for each and every one of you. Love and hugs, everybody. See you next year.